What's up guys, it's Derek here from Walker & Wood. Welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to show you how you can make your very own bar height table. Now this was made out of cherry just like my last project and finished with mortise oil. But if you want to check out how you can make your very own table like this, follow along in this video. We'll really appreciate it. Hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, we'd love if you would hit the subscribe button down at the bottom, hit like and share this video. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much. So I decided to use cherry for this piece. Went over to my stash on the lumber rack and made my way through that, just looking for straight boards, looking for boards with nice grain pattern, and we got to work with milling those down. Now with it being air dried cherry, there was again a lot of milling involved to do, but my jointer here is just a fabulous way of milling through this piece of lumber. I have another video on this jointer and the pros and cons and the setup, and I'll link that in the description below if you want to check that out. After I got one face frame and one side jointed, and then took it over to the miter saw and I cut my legs. I'm going to start with the legs here, and I cut those to the length that I wanted for those pieces. Once the legs were cut to length, I took them over to the table saw and I cut them then to the width that I wanted. I was going to put 3 of these boards on top of each other, glue them together to give a thicker look to each. Before gluing, I ran all of the pieces through the thickness planer to get them down to the thickness that I wanted for each of these pieces. And then it was glue time. Lots and lots and lots of glue time. The legs all milled to size, it was then time to work on the side rails and the front rails. For joinery on this piece, I'm using my festool domino. Now again, I know that is a tool that not a lot of people have in their shop, and so you can easily replace that by using dowels, a mortise and tenon joint, pocket screws, whatever works best for you in your shop. But for me, the best option here was to use the domino. With all the tenons cut, it was time to glue them up and to get them in place. As you can see, look at how snug this fit was. Everything fit perfectly, and I was really happy with that. Then it was time to put in the clamps. I let the front and back piece dry overnight, and then the next morning I came out and I glued in the side rails to attach the front and the back piece together, and then put it in the clamps. To attach the tabletop, I was using these figure 8 clamps. Now I am in love with these figure 8 clamps. I mean, you can't get these just at your ordinary box store, so you may have to look on Amazon or Rockler or Woodcraft to get your set of those, but they are fabulous. Highly recommend those.
Then next, after I got those in place, I worked on the tabletop, again using dominoes here to join up the boards. Again, you could use a biscuit joiner, you could use dominoes or dowels actually, but for me, the dominoes is the best option. Once the boards were all attached and glued together, then I put them in the clamps and let those sit overnight. With the tabletop out of the clamps, then it was time to take it to the sander and get this thing down ready for finish. To finish off this project, I'm using mortise oil. Now, to use mortise oil, you only need a small drop. It goes a long way. And here I am using a scraper to apply that. Now, if this is your first time ever using it, I would recommend actually not using the scraper just till you get used to using the product. They suggest using steel wool to apply that, or a terry towel to apply that as well. But after I apply it here with the scraper, I then go over it with a steel wool pad just to work that oil into the grain before letting it sit for about an hour or two, and then going over it with a terry towel to buff it off, and then taking my buffing pad with my drill attachment to give it a nice little sheen to finish it off.
So I hope that you liked the video today. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm super excited to see it in its new home, and I hope the customer is going to like it. But thanks so much for tuning in today. Hey, if you like this and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button because we've got another video coming out really soon. But again, from Walker and Wood, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.